Hello, everyone, and welcome to Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, formerly Spooky's House of Jump Scares. And today, at long last, I'm going to be trying out the Karamari Hospital DLC. Now, I first played this game in its entirety a couple of years back. It was one of the first Let's Plays that I completed on this channel. And back then, I was kind of like, maybe I'll do it, maybe not, whatever, but now I have it, and actually, while I was checking out what this DLC is going to be about, I actually noticed that there's another DLC that released around the time I played this the first time around, so surely I'll be returning to do that in the near future. Now, I feel like the original game ended in kind of an inconclusive way. I really wanted to learn more about Spooky herself, and from what I understand, this goes into that a little bit. And this is very different from what I came to expect from the other game. Even listening to that soundtrack, the way the background is done, this is much more, I guess, evocative of Silent Hill. Whereas the original game, the base game, started out really cute and would kind of descend and degrade into true horror over time, kind of like a creepypasta. This is more like those early 2000s Japanese survival horror games. Now, it's saying continue. I don't know why it says continue, since this is my first time launching the game since I completed the last Let's Play, and I didn't own this DLC at the time. Let's just see what happens, I guess. Okay, we can't. Alright, new game then. Yeah, it's all pretty much the same basic stuff. Water fountains save the game. Alright, I imagine the gameplay is going to be basically the same. Room 995. Wait, is this maybe going to be a continuation from my final save in the main game? Or does it just start you off here if you launch from the DLC? That familiar sound. Oh, I'm not able to move. Oh, we're descending quite far now. I can't wait to see what this is like. It's got that Resident Evil transition and everything. I'd forgotten about that. There's so much I've forgotten about the details of this game. Like the genuinely spooky ambiance that would play. This is practically therapeutic for me because, you know, the way things have changed and the way that I do things over time, both in technical and in terms of presentation, I have a really bad case of George Lucas syndrome where I always feel like I have to go back and update my old stuff, but of course with Let's Plays you can't really do that because you can never play something for the first time again. This and Cry of Fear are two things that I desperately wish I could do in a modern format, so in a way, this is kind of like me righting a past wrong. Now I'm taking note, there's actually no level counter in the top right. Maybe now this is going to be more about me experiencing the story, rather than worrying about rushing towards the end. Okay, now I can still sprint. Now I wonder, have I gone off the trail? Or is Spooky still with me in some way? Hello, narrow hallway. I don't know what it is that gets my nerves so on edge when I feel like I have to scrunch my shoulders inward. There you are.
Hell, you got all the way down here.
Took the elevator.
I didn't even remember there were rooms down here.
Yet here you are.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, that's the Spooky I know. In fact, I'm pretty sure, isn't this game created by the same developer as Lost in Vivo? As well as numerous other games? Hang on, let me just look that up real quick. Okay, this game is not taking kindly to me alt-tabbing, but I'm pretty sure it is, and in fact, I think there may even be some overlap in monsters from Lost in Vivo and this. Like, I think there might be... I'm not sure which came before the other, but I think there are some references, at least. And it's once again done that thing where the ambiance is completely cut out, leaving only the sound of my own footsteps. Always feel the need to look behind me when it gives that low draw distance. Importing 3D models, this might take a while. See, it's still doing that thing where it mixes the adorable with the horrifying. Much like Lost in Vivo, this game has always had such amazing soundtracks. And with this DLC, I mean, my main takeaway so far is that both in the music and the visuals, it's definitely trying to call back to Silent Hill. Can I interact with you? Oh, right, this is a save point. Silly me, I just read that. Remember, wash your hands. I can't really read that. Well, as I am a video game protagonist, I absolutely cannot make my way past that barrier. It's simply beyond my physical capabilities. No reflections, so that's good. Well, it's a good thing we're already in a hospital, I suppose. How cursed would it have been if I had pressed E on that and it saved, thus indicating that the game considers it a water fountain? I can clearly see someone had a similar problem in there. Can I maybe get something out of these? That's not the sound a toilet usually makes when you flush it. That's more like it. Can we try you again? Same thing. But we can't now open you. Alright. The lack of a level counter does make me think that this is going to be a little bit more of an exploration-based thing. Can we interact with the computer? No. Locked. Quite an ominous fog down this hallway. Although, this whole place is deceptively bright. Maybe it's just like Silent Hill 2. The woods never forget. So, what does that say? Something should you, so neither should you. Joint pain? Be afraid. It could be cancer. Yeah, this seems like the kind of comfort care that Spooky would provide. It's kind of frustrating not really being able to read these signs, but it doesn't... Oh, we still got notes. Dr. Hamada, oncologist. The patient has displayed increased depression after being informed of their terminal disease. I prescribed an antidepressant to regulate this, but was later told that I had canceled the prescription. I have no memory of canceling the meds, nor can I find any evidence that my orders were tampered with. Have we got a doctor who's losing his mind? Something I always found pretty interesting in the base game was that you'd find notes from people that, like, you know, some of them practically don't seem to know that they're in this situation. Like, they act like they're in the structure that an area represents and not in the basement of Spooky's mansion. We saw this with the school. We had notes from students about goings-on around the place, but all of this was happening in the basement. Speaking of basements, This seems like there's going to be quite a bit more explicit horror down here. I'm going to continue exploring the top floor before I mess with this. Anything here? No. Your pain is just a product of your broken mind. What's the difference between something being real and me perceiving it as real? Nothing here either. A lot of red herrings. Don't bother the doctors. They've got enough blood on their hands. Deal with it yourself. Yeah, nurses love it when people pull their IVs. It's electronically sealed. Alright, well, that just leaves the basement then. Let's walk down the halls first to see if anything comes at us out of the strangely red-tinged shadows. Oh, there's something over there. A key. Office key picked up. That was further back upstairs, right? In the main room? Nurse Tanaka, report number 404. It seems we're losing patients due to surgical complications much more often than normal. What have the doctors been doing? Half of these procedures seem completely unnecessary. I know the doctors and surgeons are above me and probably know many things I don't. But this is getting strange. Now, that is quite concerning. Can I get something from the vending machine? Oh, I still have the axe. Okay, good to know. Although I don't think I was able to use it on the main monsters, only on certain ones. Broken. Locked. Broken. Broken. Okay, so the only one of these I'm going to be able to get into is the maintenance room. Let's take this upstairs and make our way into the office. I must say, this is quite a change of pace from the original, because in the original you knew the whole time, I've got 1,000 rooms to get through. And there's no real time limit, except for when you're being chased, but you really were encouraged to kind of sprint through the entire game. Of course, the whole thing was designed around that, so you weren't really losing anything in doing so. Here, it feels a lot more exploration-based, like you're really supposed to take your time, and there's more of a dread to it. And the first game had that as well, but here, you know, nothing's really happened yet. You're just walking around in this paradoxically well-lit environment, kind of wondering when the other shoe is going to drop. Here's Dr. Hamada again. It seems the other me has been giving him large doses of hallucinogenics. They've worsened the depression, and he's now constantly screaming and expressing terror at random intervals. I've tried using a dialysis machine to remove some of the drugs, but it seems futile. So either someone is making changes to medications on his behalf, or he's doctoring while out of his mind. Appreciation for outstanding something. Very useful. That's odd. Actually, that looks kind of like that one sprite from that game you guys keep telling me to play. Alright. Nothing here. So many red herring rooms. Maybe I'll have to hide later? Dr. Tashigi, hepatologist. I was just informed that the procedure to extract the patient's liver became fatal. I don't know why. Why did we take his liver? There are no donation requests, and he was showing signs of improvement. The surgical staff told me I personally demanded the liver be removed for an emergency transplant. And the worst thing is, I found it. I found his liver, his entire liver, just sitting on my desk. so the other doctor wasn't the only one. It's like this whole hospital has been overtaken by some kind of mass insanity, causing them to do all kinds of unnecessary body horror procedures. Now, that's not only terrifying for the patients who are subjected to this, it's also terrifying, as a doctor, to know that you're doing all these horrific things to your patients and not even knowing that you're doing it and seemingly being powerless to stop it. I mean, imagine the terror and confusion when you realize what you've been doing. I feel like that's a big thing in horror, and it helps you to enjoy it a lot more, is to try and put yourself in that situation, to try and imagine what it would actually be like. And you'll find a lot of things are a lot scarier than you think. I mean, let's be real, any one of us would probably be scared if a skeleton popped out. Well, we killed the power. Why'd we do that? Can we put it back on? No, it won't turn back on. Oh, so I've just plunged the entire hospital into darkness. And I had more to explore. I didn't have to do it this way. But now that electronically sealed door should be open. I'm still not ready to go that way. I should not have done this. There was still more I could have done. And it seems the doctors did too much. And TV remains on despite the fact that I thought I turned the power off. Any notes? Any context for what may have happened here? And just some really low-res x-rays. What are you? You look like a security guard. You're quite slow, and you've got paddles for hands. Okay, I'm gonna juke around you. In the original game, I believe your ending was decided by how many enemies you had killed. So didn't have anything to say to that. That was horrific. Like, whoever that patient was, whatever they were doing to them, we walked in on the procedure itself, and there's just no way for us to understand what was happening here. I could interact with the chair? The sound is completely cut out. That over there is a brain scan. Wait, something's happening. Something's happening. What is this? After what we just experienced, it's actually surprisingly calming, but can I take it at face value? When I move my mouse along with it, it almost feels like the room is sinking around it. Is there more to this? Is it going to keep growing, or... It looks like there's more particles in the air. I'm going to sit here for a little while longer. I'm going to see this through. I've just noticed the bloody drag marks leading to the chair. Is that the chair being dragged in, or the previous occupant being dragged out? Hi. Okay, clearly I've done the right thing by waiting here. Or the exact wrong thing, but in any case, I've seen a thing and thereby prevented a bunch of you from yelling at me. Your face is getting clearer and clearer. Maybe the brain scans are of someone who is sitting in the chair, trying to establish some medical cause of some hallucinations that they were reporting? Is it just me, or are things getting darker? They are. I have to see this through now. What are you trying to show me? The face is left. I wish this is what falling asleep was like every night. And as the soundtrack fades, I have to assume we're reaching some kind of conclusion to this. Hello? I can't seem to interact with you. But I feel almost a calming presence from this. Like, I don't know, maybe I've just helped someone out? I'm not sure how to interpret that, but moving on, since I seemingly can't do anything else. And the calm was nice while it lasted. No sign of paddle hands. X-rays of a cranium and spine. But still no notes. Broken. And this probably leads to where I was before, yes. But were you guys doing this before? Can I smash you? I can't. Nurse Tanaka, report 405. I blacked out today while driving to work. 1 minute I was driving down the road, and then in an instant I was standing outside my car staring down at a dead cat. I must have hit it with my car and felt sorry. The image of the dead cat has constantly unnerved me today. How did I manage to hit it in such a way to make the body completely twisted around like that? Oh, kitty. Alright, let's go save, because it's been quite a while. I don't know if my health is going to regenerate as it did before. Deformity wing. Is that a thing that exists in real hospitals? That sounds like something where a horrific word is amplified by adding a normal word to it. Locked, but we can't unlock it. I think it's fake. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said. Now, this is where I'm starting to think it's the same developer, because I think it's fake. Lost in Vivo also did something similar with some of its doors. Like, you'd click on a door and it would say, like, someone is holding it from the other side, instead of it's just locked. Or I think it even did the same thing when we were crawling through the pipes. There was an exit, and when you clicked on it, it would just say, it's fake. Or it's not real, or something like that. Little bits of flavor text like that just adds so much dread, making you question your own sanity and how much you can actually trust your own senses. Alright, I can't think of anywhere else to go but down at this point. Can't get through. Can't chop through either. So what am I meant to do then? I can't get past it. Something else I was meant to find, maybe? I don't think so. The keys flash, so it's not like they're easy to miss. I mean, they definitely don't want you to be pixel hunting. So where do I go then? Everything is locked, unless there's something I'm forgetting about, or if I missed something in one of the rooms. Maybe I can interact with this somehow. Nope, it's just horrifying. I don't want to spend a lot of time in there. Maybe these stairs. I haven't tried these yet. Ow! Knock it off. And you actually pack quite a punch. I just got my butt paddled pretty hard by old Officer Patty. Well, maybe I'll be back later. Okay, so we do regenerate health slowly over time, but it seems like it's a little bit slower maybe than the base game? I'm not sure, but in any case, my gamer instincts are telling me to play it safe and wait for it to completely fill up. Yeah, we're on the other side of this thing. I still don't know why I can't just chop through it with my axe. The morgue. The other morgue. From what I understand, this hospital was in desperate need of morgue space. Oh my. You're gonna make me walk off into the darkness and then sprint back, are you? Let's play Count the Bodies. It's like counting sheep, only it speeds your passage into existential horror rather than sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8. That's it. But we get the metal emblem. Where does that go? And you're all gone. How did I know? How did I know you'd be hiding some kind of change to the level beyond that flash? Broken. You're all wandering around out there now, aren't you? Even worse, you remain still. Except for you. Nope, now I'm able to run. I didn't get to see you, but I'm able to run inside! No, that's what I must do. Run, run. Oh, where am I going? Where am I going? I somehow came out across the hall. Or did I? Wait, no, I didn't. Oh, that was a panic attack. And you're all back where you were when I come back the other way. Now imagine this from the perspective of our poor protagonist. This is all happening after everything else that's happened in Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Nurse Tanaka, report 406. Something sinister is beating on the wall of my subconscious. Beating like a war drum, motioning me to march down into hell. Seems like the opposite experience as that which was provided by the chair. Acid picked up. Okay, what do I do with the acid? Maybe I can use it on you. Yeah! Okay, we now actually can use this basement sort of as a mode of fast travel to get around Officer Patty. But let's head back in the other direction. Of course. You know, it's probably not great patient care to keep the isolation room in the basement locked. Well, I haven't really found much. I found the metal emblem, so I guess the key is going to be whatever we do with that, right? But I'm not sure where we'd use it is the thing. We used the acid to open up that fast travel route. The only other thing we found was the... Hi.
This place is much bigger than I thought it would be. It's very interesting. Well, keep going, recruit, and I'm sure you'll make it out. Maybe.
recruit for what? Or maybe this takes place in the ending where she decides that I'm going to become an experiment. Maybe that's why I was allowed to keep my axe in this playthrough. I'm kind of trying to defy my programming by not hurting Officer Patty. But who knows if that'll actually pay off in this DLC. Locked. I think it's fake. I was hoping the emblem might work with that one. What would I do with it? Maybe right here. Yes. But, ooh. This guy had his own hidden basement. Separate from the other basement. Okay. Okay, now I know this game is inspired by Silent Hill. This is like going down into the prison from the Historical Society. All that's missing is the occasional blaring of a foghorn. I like that a little less because it presents more of an imminent threat. I can't sprint. What is that? It always sounds like it's just behind me at any given moment. I don't like this one bit. We are going much, much farther down than the basement that we knew. Is this some kind of... It feels cold. Is this supposed to be a freezer? I don't like how large and open this is. What's the other way? Another door, I bet? Yeah. A maze. I don't like this. If Officer Patty shows up, I'm not gonna have anywhere to run but back. What are you? What are you? Okay, I'm gonna assume that you're an enemy. You're very Cry of Fear-esque. Break these? No. Key. Isolation key. So that means I can get out of here, right? Or is there more searching that I'm going to have to do? No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, just keep moving and pressing. You can hit me during the transition? I don't know where I'm going. How? And I have no stamina. I can't do this. How? What do you want me to do? I don't know what to do. Dark worms scream inside my brain, begging me to eat again. Hearts and blood and bile and soil. Game over? I got there. What happened? Did it just not register the last hit? Do I have to do this again? Oh, that is so annoying. Alright, so I guess I have to do this thing all over again, which was really atmospheric the first time, but now it's just going to be tedious, me holding down W. Can't even sprint in this part. Grab you, and now we're just going to keep moving back this way and to the right. Ow, see, why can you hit me when I'm changing levels? Is that a bug broken? Ow, ow. Come on! Is that a bug or what? One door. Two door. Three door. Okay, so I have to go through 3 doors and then make a right turn instead of continuing to go forward. One door. Two door. Ow. No, right turn, right? Okay. And I guess I made it that time. God, that was so annoying. The original game had this problem as well. I don't think I ever died and had to go back a long way when I played the original. But that thought was just always in my mind. Like, there were times towards the end where you'd have to go, like, 200 levels between a save point. And if I had died, like, you know, at, like, level 180 or whatever, like, I would have been so pissed off. Now we got the isolation key, which means we're going to have to make another trip to the basement. But not before we head over and do this. Thank you. Now, it's a real shame that the generator won't turn back on, because at this point, now that we've used the acid to clear that obstruction, there really shouldn't be anything stopping us from turning the power back on, and because there's that other staircase, and because we've unlocked that other door, it wouldn't even matter if the electronic door stays locked. Let's find out what's in the isolation room. Do you hear that? I don't know if that's soundtrack or if there's an actual music box playing somewhere in the environment. Nurse Tanaka, report 407. It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't. It may have been my body and my hands. But I know it wasn't me. So did she harm a patient in some way, and they threw her in here to figure out what to do with her? Broken. Was this where she did her work? There's more than just blood on the ground. There's viscera and bits of tissue and organs in there. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Report 408. I found out how to stop them. You see, they're in my head and can control me for a time. But if I keep using the radiology machine to dose my head with radiation, then they go away for a while. That might not be a healthy long-term strategy. So those scans that we're seeing everywhere, are those the nurse? This doesn't look like anything that should exist in an actual isolation ward. This looks like... This looks more like a pterodactyl is going to come walking out of the shadows, like Jurassic Park 3. No, it's another chase! What are you? No, go away, die. No, I have no sprint. Okay, so I have to navigate with you around all these dead ends. You're not as fast, though. No, yeah you are, yeah you are, yeah you are. Come on. Trial and error based gameplay. No, what am I looking for here? Ow. What am I supposed to do? What do you want, game? Just leave, I guess? I can't leave. Ow. Can't really juke you, there's not enough space for that, so what am I supposed to do? What about this way? No, did I already go this way? I don't know. I don't know which way I'm facing. No? Ah, and you're always right behind me, too. It's just a matter of luck. Come on, this all loops in on itself. There's gotta be something. Come on! Let me through. Thank you. Please give me a save point soon. Exit key picked up. That's got to be the key to the exit in the room with the flashing TVs, but I hope you don't mind if I sit here and wait to heal before I move on. I'm so sorry, my little angel. I tried hating the man that took you from us, but in the end, the only person I can hate is myself. You always liked to scare people, especially when they didn't understand something. I was confounded no one understood your costume, but I guess people don't read Poe anymore, even with the new Price film. That man clearly overreacted to your fireworks. But we can only blame a PTSD sufferer so much. So, this just screams spooky. Trying to scare someone and maybe someone reacted violently? And that's how she died? I can only imagine her going over the top with something like that, including fireworks. And it must have been like decades ago because, presumably Price means Vincent Price. Broken. Oh, I have to go all the way... You seem different from the others. Wait, there's someone there. I've been here so long. I've forgotten so much. This place, it needs to be shut down. I know you can do it. Just hurry. You're so close now. But I have to run back past that thing and I'd really hate it if I died now. No, okay. It's starting us back here, another hallucinogenic area. Okay, I can do it. I can. I just need to... Well, first I just need to save. Is Officer Patty going to be down here? I'm actually really surprised by the general lack of regular patrolling enemies. But I'm not doing anything until I save. Actually, that's kind of got the same fade to red as Lost in Vivo's saves, doesn't it? I always love being... Wait. Yes, you're real now. I could make a beeline for the exit, but I won't. Broken. 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 I'm just gonna, ignore these unless that's what it wants me to think. No? Okay, all broken. I had to be sure. Am I maybe pursuing a different ending by going this way? Ah, they're not all closed now. Nothing here, though. Now I know that I should be trying each door. But which way did I come from? No, I think I've turned myself around. Or have I? Wait. Oh, I'm so confused. Broken. This will be the definitive answer. I know that I'm right next to the door right now. If I'm not when I come out... No, it's resetting me each time. Okay, I'm out. Or not. Forget these doors. All my homies hate these doors. And we're back. What was the point of that? Maybe there was something I could find in there, but you know what? Forget it. Let's go. It's like we're back in the basement of the mansion.
Oh, there you are. I guess there are still some hidden things down here. Well, Well, keep going, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. See you later.
I feel like Spooky could almost do my commentary for me. I wonder if there'll be anything pursuing me like in the original. Are you gonna do the fake credits thing again? Come on, I've done... Oh yeah, it is the same developer. Okay, well that answers that. I was like 99% sure anyway. But yeah, you've hit me with fake credits before is what I'm saying. Matt McSkeleton. Quite disconcerting how dark this background is getting. Kumakira would also like to thank my wife, who has supported me in everything, my parents who have helped me and inspired me, and God, who has helped me get through my worst times. And it's totally black now. Is that really the end? Or is there more to this? In memory of Konami. That really was it. Hang on, I'm gonna have to look up if there was more to that. There's a New Game Plus option. Yeah, I was looking it up, and there's like a surprising lack of information on this DLC. I didn't see anything relating to any alternate endings that I might be able to unlock, and the only thing I did find out is that Deformity Wing was only added in an update over a year after this DLC came out, so clearly it's not important to the end. But there is still another DLC for this game that came out 5 years after this one, which is crazy to me. And I'll certainly be trying that one next. Yeah, I mean, I've already said pretty much everything I have to say about this. It was short and sweet, and it was really cool what a departure it was from the normal gameplay. I mean, it had some aspects of it, but for the most part, it was a lot more story-focused, a lot more exploration-focused. But it didn't spam you with enemies. I mean, except for, Officer Patty in the hall during the time after we turned off the generator. It just seemed like it really wanted us to have that Silent Hill experience of not feeling safe, but also not feeling like we always have to be looking over our shoulder. Allowing us to kind of get that atmosphere of feeling that hostility, but really wanting us to experience it, and not just breeze through it as quickly as possible for the sake of our own survival. And in that way, I really think it hits on that Silent Hill inspiration. I can't wait to see what the other DLC is about, especially with the large time gap between them. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be down in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. And I will leave you with the ending card screen to this very nice soundtrack.